Let's move on to PnB Rock, man. We spoke about this a couple weeks ago. It looked like he got shot and killed because he posted his location, and his girlfriend posted his location, and he was in the hood, one of a ferocious area of LA. But now the LAPD is investigating leads that go back to Philadelphia and or Atlanta. What is that all about?
I don't know, man. I would believe they reaching. Be honest with you. You know what I mean? Why hit this dude in LA when you could have hit him in Philly or Atlanta if that's the case? Or I believe they trying to take pressure off the LA County. The LA Police Department. As not doing a certain job. Like somebody came out here and put a hell of a hit down. I just believe it was what it was. You know what I mean? To be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, there was a case about 10 years ago, either 2009, 2010. It was Aubrey Berry shot and killed a rapper named Dollar, Roderick Burton, here in L.A. at the Beverly Center. These dudes did not live in L.A.
Right.
They were both from Atlanta, and they were both in L.A. at the same time, at the same restaurant on the same day. They crossed paths. They already had a beef.
Right.
And Dollar ended up getting shot and killed by Aubrey Berry at the Beverly Center. They was at the P.F. Chang. So that was a bizarre case where even though it happened in L.A., their history goes back to Atlanta, and they just happened to be visiting LA at the same time.
And
they ran into each other. It's a crazy coincidence. So I was thinking about that when I was reading these articles about maybe the assailants for PnB Rock came from out of town and either followed him or just crossed paths with him. I don't know.
You don't cross paths at the Waffle House. At the Roscoe's on Main, bro.
Well, that's what they said. I mean? That's what they said about Dollar and Roderick Berry.
Where were they at? They were. You said they
P.F. Chang's
in Hollywood, though.
the Beverly Center, P.F. Chang's.
We can bump into each other all day there. I used to go to that P.F. Chang all the time.
Yeah.
We talking about on Main in Manchester or something like that. You ain't finna be there. Your chances of think you gonna catch a high profile rapper down there slim and none. That's for one. For two, the dude did put up from reports. I wasn't there. Allegedly, the dude put up a lightweight fuss about his jury. You know what I mean? Me personally, just me personally talking, I believe it was a robbery from somebody. Just happened to buck up on him, and he resisted. I believe if you'd have peeled that shit right off, he would be alive. That's just what I believe. Now, I could be wrong, of course. Don't get me wrong. Conspiracy theorists going to say all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I've been in L.A. all my life, man. Born on 57th and Hoover. You know what I mean? I've been in here all my life. I know how this shit go. I believe that it just, they went in there to get him. He resisted. And are you resisting? They didn't think twice. Because this is what L.A. do. Didn't think twice. If he would just start peeling that shit off, dude to be right now talking shit about LA and Philly. You know what I mean? But you'll be alive. So that's what I believe. But I could be wrong.
Do you think that it was from the post, or do you think that maybe people in the community that saw him pull up in his fancy car? I mean, because once he pulled up, everybody's looking.
Right, no doubt.
And people are getting on the phone.
No motherfucking doubt.
And they're making calls. Such and such just pulled up.
Doubt.
It may not have anything to do with the post. It could just be the way this guy just pulled up into the parking lot and went into the restaurant.
Man, let me tell you something, man. We got a hamburger stand in across Atlantic Hood called Primo Burgers. Pull up the Primo Burgers in the Bentley or a Rolls Royce or something big, homie. Phone's finna get to going off. You know what I mean? This how this shit works. They talk about premeditated. Motherfucker could have been going. One of the homies could have been going down the street and seen that motherfucker parked out there. Bust of you, homie. I'm finna see who up in this motherfucker. Had no clue. Went up in that motherfucker, seen it was dude. It's got on all this jewelry. Oh, this coming off right now.
Yeah.
And all he went to do was rob the dude. And the dude could have saved his life. You know what I mean? But like I say, one word. What? What you mean? Any of that? Or you out of here? When you could have just started peeling that shit off real quick. But I have seen clips and videos of PnB Rock talking shit about, what he going for and what he not going for, only after his demise. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's just tragic that some people take trinkets and fucking cars and shit like that and put their life on the line over it. You know what I mean?
Well, I've received a couple of messages saying that you and I aren't talking more about denouncing the shooter, the robber, the act that caused the death. And the reason why I'm not denouncing what that robber did is because robbers and thieves have been a part of our society since the beginning of times. from ancient societies, we'd always have to watch our back from robbers and thieves. And robbers and thieves are not going anywhere. So I'd rather shift the conversation on how to survive robbers and thieves, how to make better decisions amongst robbers and thieves, and what you can do to preserve your life about robbers and thieves. But yeah, just for the record, I don't support robbers and thieves. Is that enough denunciation for those critics?
No doubt, no doubt. But see, what critics get shit messed up at is right here, Alex. They get it fucked up because they think we agreeing with something when we talking about a topic. Because we have a clear understanding of what people do in their and the shit that they do. Drug dealers sell drugs, robbers rob, killers kill. You know what I mean? People, the grocery store workers work at the fucking grocery store. But just because we have a clear understanding of what they do, they want us to go on there and be like, well, you know, the guy shouldn't have been working at the grocery store because he had a misdemeanor for selling weed on. That ain't, look, we just understand what happened. You know what I mean? How I'm going to denounce a guy this is what, like you say, been going on since forever. You know, they've been stealing shit in the, you know, back when in the ancient days. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, all we doing is recognizing what happened. You know, it's not about us for to talk down or talk about or denounce nobody. Bro, we just talking about what the fuck happened at the scene. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to denounce nobody because one thing about it is, like they say, the people who's talking this shit, they know the neighborhoods to not go to so they won't get robbed. So they recognize that it's robbers and thieves and killers and drug dealers out there they sell. You know, so that I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
But. I'm not just saying robbery is, you know, I'm not saying that that's cool. You know what I mean? You know, to take somebody else's shit that they worked hard for. But I'm saying this shit do happen every day.
Yeah, I think it goes without saying that we don't condone it. We don't condone robbing someone, pulling out the pistol, shooting and killing them. No, we don't condone that. But I understand this happens every day in American society, in every city in this country. And the conversation is about how do we deal with it? How do I walk into a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle and make sure that my family is safe if I decide to go in there? Should I take this $50,000 chain off?
No, motherfucker.
Should I leave it in the glove box?
Well, so now you get to talking about ego.
Maybe should I get a rental car instead of pulling up in this Bentley? Should I just go get me a little rental car?
Well, the thing about it is, no, it's places that you can go that other people got more money than you, so that shit ain't shit. You know what I mean? Go to where the piece to your 100,000, your little gold chain, man, that ain't shit to them. That they, you know what I mean? They fuck that off in a night. You know what I mean? Go to those places. Don't go to motherfucking Manchester, motherfucking. That's the only thing I faulted him for. You was at the wrong spot. We talked about preserving our life, Alex. We do it every day as a necessity to get back home to our kids.
No doubt.
Under all circumstances. Bro, I'm not blaming PnB Rock because nobody should be trying to take his shit. That's his shit that he worked hard for. But at the same time, bro, preserve your motherfucking life. That's what you do, man, at all costs. And you wasn't thinking about your kids when dude stuck that gun in your face, or you wasn't thinking about your family when dude stuck that gun in your face, and they say, run that shit. Dude, it shouldn't have been a hesitation. I'm God. It shouldn't have been a hesitation. I'm not blaming him. It's unfortunate. I'm saying that you would still be alive maybe, though.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he made a lot of mistakes. It may sound like I'm blaming him. And you know what? If you think I'm blaming him, I'm blaming him because it's your responsibility to protect yourself at all times. They say that when you get in the ring to fight, you know, because the dude might hit you in the back of the head. You still got to protect yourself at all times, whether you in the boxing ring or you just going to go have a lunch or dinner with your family. You know, I don't know if the posting of the picture actually had anything to do with it that the girlfriend did, because I was just thinking about what I just said a moment ago. Maybe they saw him pull up. Maybe the people was posted up out there. This is the hood. People are out in the street in the hood every day.
All day.
So it may have been that a couple of dudes said, did you just see that car pull up?
No doubt.
I think that's that rapper from Philly, if I'm not mistaken. What's he doing over here? Oh, okay. He think he could pull up like that?
Yeah.
Did I just see a bunch of glitter shine off his neck? You know?
Let me tell you something real fast, Alex. I used to have one of the cleanest 62 Chevys on the east side. Now, we low riding, you know, some of us put extra pride into our Chevys, chrome undercarriage and all this sort of thing. Thing about it is, I know I couldn't take this, and it's only a Chevy. You know what I mean? I got some money in it, but it's only a Chevy. Pull up at a certain spot, you know what I mean? And I was at the M&M's. I jumped out at the M&M's. I ordered a to-go order over the phone. I ran in there to get it. When I was coming out, or almost coming out, dudes ran up, was walking up fast. I already see how their position was, their hand position, ready to pull their pistols out and everything. I had mine on me. I pulled mine out. What's happening, homie? They say, oh, okay. We just making sure you was ready.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they kept it 100. They was coming to get me. They said, well, no, we was just making sure, and laughed. We was just making sure you was ready, homie. No, I'm ready, homie. Then they jump back in they shit and
That's
got
some
them.
real G shit right there.
Man, we could put this where this shit go down there, right?
Yeah.
So the thing about it is, and we laughed at, hey, they laughed it off. I jumped in my shit and got the fuck up out of there, but I was that close to getting had. But if I didn't have it on me, here go these keys, man. And it wasn't insured. You know what I mean? So I would have took a total loss. But I'd have walked away from that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And just get you another ride.
Man, but this is how LA, this how real this shit is in the field. They saw that Chevy out there. We finna get this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So I don't believe just her, it could be so many dynamics to that. But like I said, it was unfortunate the dude lost his life over some, in a robbery.
Yeah, I'm not taking away the possibility that posting the location had anything to do with it. Definitely don't post your location. Don't do that. But it could have been other factors that were at play, the reason why he got robbed. So, according to TMZ, it says the LA Police Department claimed the case is moving in several concurrent directions and are looking into whether feuds PnB Rock had with individuals in Philadelphia or Atlanta may have followed him to LA. Authorities also have revealed that they're looking into PnB song lyrics in hopes of a connection to anyone with a possible motive to cause him harm. So maybe he rapped about some previous beefs. I don't know, but this lets me know that they have no leads.
Hey, you know what? I was waiting for you to finish to say this tells me, they have nothing at the moment.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They have nothing at the moment.
And, I got a few phone calls that said that because of the cameras in Roscoe's and because of the hood that they're in, this is going to be a quick arrest, but we don't know how good those cameras are.
Yeah, no doubt.
Thanks for checking out this short clip of the Streets and Scholars podcast with Alex Alonso and FG. If you want to check out the entire episode, visit your favorite podcast platform. We can be found on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, and iHeart. Just tap in on your cell phone, tablet, computer, or your favorite device and guaranteed to get at least an hour of this fire content. And thanks for checking out another episode of Streets and Scholars.